Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today in Farming Simulator 25, we have a lot of bales to wrap. And when you think of a lot, I don't know how many you think of, but for me, I was certainly not expecting 333. These are 240 centimeter square bales, and we're gonna have to wrap every single one of them and transport all of them over to the main farm to put away. Whew, this is gonna be a lot. To start with, I need a trusty tractor, and this is just the one for the job. The John Deere 6R. Got enough power, and it goes plenty fast enough. I was gonna use the Challenger. Actually, I have it right over there, but decided no. We also need a bale wrapper, and for that, we are gonna be using a modified version of the base game K-branded wrapper. This was sent over to me by Mr. Trucker Matsy, and it wraps bales about 2 to 3 times faster than a normal bale wrapper. Of course, having so many bales and doing this solo means that having a wrapper like this that's going to speed things up for me, still have to do it all, but it's still nice that it's going to help speed it up. We've got bales in this field. We've got them over here and here. We've also got bales in these 2 fields, and this one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and this one. They are everywhere. After doing some quick math, it looks like we're going to make somewhere around $700 to $800, if not more, $1,000 after all of this. So we jump into silage. Of course, it's looking pretty good right now. Oh, this is going to be a big one. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to refill with bale wrap after all of this. So sit back and relax. I'm going to bring you guys back in when I finish all of this. There's so many bales to do. And just to see how long this is going to take, we're at 14:40 right now on the clock. And it's halftime. So let's speed this up and see how long it takes to get, I don't know, one field? Let's see. Oh, it's already 14:41. Go, go, go. So it took about 4 minutes to do the first field, maybe 5 depending. Now on to the next one. Let's keep it wrapping. So now all the bales on that field are done. However, we're running a little bit low on Ronnie wrap. So we're gonna go fill up some Ronnie wrap. Ooh, comes at 40 roll pallets. Goodness gracious. We don't need that much, but hey, I guess we need a little bit, don't we? Yeah, we can only hold 12 rolls on here. I don't think I've ever had to fill this thing up before. Interesting. Hey, yeah, it's a first, isn't it? All right, let's click the button. And there they go. Boop, 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 boop. Aha. Very cool indeed. All right, so let's get back out there and make some more silage bales. I've started to think about this, and a lot of the fields that I've got, I am not having as much fun farming them as I thought I was going to. So I think one of the goals here is going to be to sell the fields that we've done here and then buy some areas at the top of the map. So up here, I kind of figured out 42. So up here, if we take this and we delete this little building right here, which I can't do anything with now, but if we delete that, then all of the placeables in here delete minus like 1 or 2, but they're easy to take care of as well. And it also deletes all the fences from around here. Well, in that case, why can't we just plow them all together? We could easily plow all of those together right there, and maybe these over here too, and we could make like one big grass field as opposed to having a bunch that are just kind of all over the place. We could relocate a few things up there, possibly relocate animals, although we don't need to. But that could be where our grass fields are, and then everything else could just be like normal. I think we could probably do that. Pricing-wise, might get a little bit steep. I mean, 42's 171, then you got 61, and then it's not as much as I thought it was going to be. Never mind. Pricing's not steep at all. Pricing's great. And the last one here. It is now 14:49, almost 14:50, meaning that took us about 12 to 13 minutes to do all of that. Not terrible, pretty good. I'll take it. Just because I know we're going to need it. Let's get one more roll on there. There we go. Now we got all 12 rolls again. I'm going to have to bring that back over to the farm, but I do not have a way to do it right now. One more field is down and done. Tell you what, it does it fast. But time is not flying. We've already been doing this for like 25 minutes. Just to give you an idea of what we've already done, we've already knocked out all the fields in the island, and we've got one of the fields across the way. However, we still have both of these, our big field right in front of the farm, and field number 2. So let's get at it. Another field down, and it is looking good. We are more than halfway done now, which is great news. If I can get down in here without causing any trouble. Haha. Hey, there's a bell right there. Well, let's hit that one first. Yay! Gimme. And another. What have we been doing this for now? 40 minutes? It's ridiculous. Nonetheless, there's some more that are absolutely done. Boom, boom, boom. We have 2 fields left. That is it. Only 2 fields. Oh, I'm so excited to not be doing this anymore. This may be the last time I ever do bales. God, that took forever. Judging by the time, it's 15:02 now, and it was 14:40 when we started. So, what is that, 44? About 45 minutes to do all of that? I think, in the future, we could probably get a loading wagon or something like that, and then put it in a silo or turn it into something. For sure. Ooh, a production chain would work really well, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, it would. Okay, so the last little bit that we need to do is we need to drop this wrapper off. About right there, that'll do. Put the Challenger back. I'm glad we didn't use this. And let's grab the case magnum. We're gonna hook up to both of our auto loaders, and we're gonna pick up as many bales as we possibly can. At least 48 at a time. Let's get to it. Even in an auto loader, bales can get heavy, so I highly recommend if you're gonna be using multiple trailers, get yourself something with a good amount of power. You'll thank me. Jumping over the train tracks and heading into the first field. Let's see how many bales we get off of here. Not a bad take from the first one. 39 bales on here. That's pretty good. I'm gonna run over to the next field. We'll grab, I don't know, whatever's left up to 48. Is that 9, I guess? And then we'll go drop them. Now we got to get this little train over back to the main farm. They're moving. We're gonna be putting all of our bales right over here into this storage area. There is no collisions inside of it, so what I could do is take this, push it over, and drop them. And do the exact same thing for the back trailer as well. Pow, 48 in there. Now, we just gotta do that like 8 more times. Here is number, I don't know, 2 and 3? No, 4 and 5. I really should learn how to count. 4 and 5. No, 3 and 4. Crap. Now we've got 5 and 6, which is a whole lot of fun. Boop. There's 1. Boop. Let's go. Yeah. 7 and 8. And rolling through with 9 and 10. Woo. Woo. 11 and 12. Well, I was gonna say here's 13 and 14. We got 13. I don't know if you noticed anything or not, but well, we made 333 bales. And I think I wrapped 333 bales. But there's an even number of bales on this trailer. And this trailer holds an even number of bales. Where's my other bale? Put it over here. And let's see how many bales this says we have in here. 332. Oh boy. So somewhere we are missing a bale. Could be a grass bale. Could be. I did throw a few of those. So we may have to wrap it. Is it back here? Please be here. It's not there. Oh boy. Found it. We have right over here at field number 84, right above the shop, a bale. Can I pick this up and fly? I can. Neat. All right. Well, I don't want to have to go through the trouble of trying to set this up and all that stuff. I've already done my work, so this guy gets to go here. There you go. $1,000. We need to put together some type of production that is going to allow us to make silage. Doing bales has been fun, but it's getting kind of long and arduous. So I think the game plan is going to be to try to find some kind of production. And one of the great things is Cavalier Roy has sent over something that might make this easy. So this is a mod that he has put together, and I believe it's also a returning mod as well from Farming Simulator 22. It is his Farm Productions, and there's a couple modders that have things very similar to this. However, this bad boy right here will hold quite a bit. Now, to be honest, I don't know if putting it down here would be the way to go or not. I am still 100% all in on taking all the areas up here at the top and turning these into our grass fields. Basically, I could run 2 fields for the same amount that I'm running all of these. I could actually get rid of all of these fields, not have to run those anymore, and I could just run these and put crops in them and be good. Something to think about. We are going to dummy test this over the next few months. So that means that we need to get fertilizer put into the fields that we have. So I'm going to run around. I think all of our fields need fertilizer. They've all been harvested and they are half there. So the good thing is we don't need to wait very long to do this. Maybe another 2 months, something like that. That'll be great. Plus it's almost time to fast forward a day anyway. So let's do that. Last little spot right here for fertilizer and then we are done. There it is. Haha, yeah. So now we've hit everything for the fertilizer. Now we need to start planning out this this attack scheme thing. Say over there's a great place to put it. So the design is sweet. It's extremely unique. However, it's also making it a little bit tough. I mean, land's not on. This is my house, baby. With this, it does seem a bit difficult to put it down somewhere and find a place where it's going to work. Now, could it work around here? Maybe. I could probably put it about here. But that's going to be real tough. Apparently, I don't own the land in the air. I think what I might have to do is put it like right here, just right off to the edge, and then make some areas in there. So we're going to have to delete a couple trees in order to make this happen. And I really should have like made a marker about where that was. Oh, boy. No, wait, there was a tall tree. This thing. Yeah, like everything to the side of it. It's gonna go! We are using Lumberjack mod for this. And I need to be able to remember how to cut this. Is it right in the middle? Do it! Come on! Well, whatever I was wanting to do, it's not happening. I don't want it to be red. I don't want it to be green. I want it to be red. You should be able to do the stump of this. Like, just cut it, and it does the whole thing. Like this. Here, I'll show you. You get up to here. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Oh, maybe I have the setting mixed up or something? Well, I'm trying to do this in a way where I don't sit around and make a ton of money. However, it's not wanting to work with me. So guess what? I'm going to have to do it in a way that makes me a ton of money. And I'm so sorry in advance. We need to cut this. Come on, you can do it. That's a big old boy right there. And drop it. Okay, so now we get the chainsaw button. I thought you could click that button and it didn't do that. Like, you could just do that on trees and not have to ever worry about anything. But I guess so, huh? It's weird. Oh well. Well, we're gonna cut all these trees down, I reckon. We also need to be able to move this tree over a little bit because we're going to sell it. I got a sell point, like right here. There we go. Put that there. Come over here. Click. Ha-ha. $5,000. I didn't want to make that $5,000. It made me make that $5,000. All right, let's cut some more of these. So having a little bit of fun doing all this kitting, and it does look like I am now getting the red marker on some stuff. Like that worked right there. And I don't know what I've done, but it's now working. So I'm not going to complain. Let's cut them all down. Yeah, super weird, man. I can't explain it, but hey, everything's working now, so at least there's that. I did choose a couple of these trees to keep, so there's that. A big old tree right here. Love this thing. I don't even know how close I am, but I'm just going to put it there. And then come over here and click it. Oh, it's not close enough. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There, right there. There you go. That's definitely selling. Yeah, for nothing. That was a waste of time. So now we can go back and forth between these two areas. This should be the perfect spot for this production. Also, this production's going to take a while. It's going to be really easy, but it's going to take a while. And I probably end up trading this out eventually. It's also pretty expensive. Goodness gracious, I just realized how expensive it is. Nonetheless, let's get over it. Let's put it here. Bam, good, done. Did I just see something on the ground? Oh, yeah, look at that. Bam! Got him. Nope, crap. I didn't want to cut it. I wanted to delete him. Delete a mundo. Come on. Oh, yeah, and wherever this came from. Who knows? There we go. Finally got the trigger for it. I found if I just turn it, things seem to be okay. Alrighty. So that's step one. Let's run over here real quick. Get out of the way. And you know what? I kind of want to move this sell point. This guy, which for some reason is still not out yet. That was submitted, I don't know, we've done 52 of these episodes, and it's not here yet. It's not the modder's fault, so there's that as well. Let's move it about here-ish. This is going to be just off to the side, but good enough. Yeah, or we could put it right across from it. Kind of like that. Yeah. Gonna have to drive in and out. Dig that, that's good. So now, let's start to painting. Let's bring it in, let's find out what we got down there. I think that's gravel, yep. And let's change to a circular button. For the longest time, I thought that was gone. It wasn't, well, it was at a certain point. But they said they had re-added it back, and I didn't think they had. However, they had re-added it. They just changed the button. Why would you do that? Whatever. So sometimes it's good I'm not the one making the decisions. Paint in some grass, and we're good. That's good there. And then we need something kind of similar over here. So let's go back in. Let's find this. Change it up to a circle. And then bring that about there. That's good. And then we need another one going out and around. Just like that. And then out to the road. So like all of that. Also like to use a little forest ground around areas like this. Couldn't tell you why. Sometimes grass looks good, sometimes forest ground looks good, and sometimes the circle doesn't want to work, but the square always works. There you go. Just like so. I don't know, kind of gives it like a nice outline. I've always thought that was a pretty cool look. There you go. And now all we got to do is add some trees around these to kind of get back to the way things were. And I think we'll be just about done with this. Oh, can't forget about the walkway here. Yeah, definitely not the most beautiful setup I've ever done, but not a bad setup either, so I'll take it. So that is step number one. In order to get the grass off and then put it in here and turn it into silage. I should have checked to see if it had a silage thing. Otherwise, this is pointless. Oh, boy. Silage. And what's the input? Grass. Awesome. What is our limit for these, by the way? Silage is 400,000 liters of ingoing, and grass is 900,000 liters ingoing. Thumbs up. Okay, so now we need some type of windrow, and we need some kind of way to pick the grass up. So for picking the grass up, we already have a loading wagon. I think that'll be all right. But we need a windrow. Now, we do have a windrow way over here, so there's, well, if I didn't sell it, there's a chance that we don't need to buy anything else. Are we good? I think we might be good, man. I mean, we already have this. Could be a thing where maybe we want more than that. We could take a look and see what we got. So we got a couple goodies in here. There's also one that turns grass into hay. I love that one. We could upgrade, but here's the thing as far as our upgrade goes. So 8.4 meter working width there. Oh, yeah, we do need to upgrade, don't we? Oh, I got a good idea. All right, so we need to go with either the Anderson or the K brand. I'm okay with either. Probably I'm going to end up going with the Anderson. Although, I don't know which one I want. Let's go with the Anderson. I want that one. So we're going to sell the tedder that we've got, and we're going to go for the Anderson. The reason is, but should, anyway, be able to kick everything off to the side. If it doesn't, I'm going to sell it, and we'll get the K brand. Oh, yeah, forgot I got Ronnie wrap in the last episode. Should probably go and add some of that in. So here's the thing. Whenever we go through and mow, the mowers that I use do not have built-in windrows on them. One of them does, but I don't like using it. Let's drop this here, and we'll pick the other up. Also, the big reason for this is so that we can pick stuff up quickly. These windrows right here, at least the K brand. I don't know if the Anderson does it. I just want to try the Anderson. I think it's cool. Plus, I've tried using the K brand, and it does interesting stuff. Anyway, it kicks it like middle or left or right. So if it does the same thing, it'd be nice to use something brand new. So we'll see about that. In here, we do want to repaint and repair because we will always get more money for it. Return? Wait, I hit my microphone. Did I lease this? Like 2 or 3 years ago in the game? Do I have any other leased equipment that I don't know about? Okay, we have to make sure everything says sell and not return. Oh my goodness. I just made a big old mistake. How much money have I spent on that? Like $4,000 or $5,000 a day. Oh no. Well, regardless, here we go with this. Do we have Vertistines? Yes, we do. And we can throw on some standard twos. Sweet. Let's buy that. How much does that cost? $89,000. All right, I don't know how much money to give myself back if this messes around. I'm also not worried about money right now. We're going to get paid like $800,000 or $900,000 for all of the crops. All of the silage that we're getting ready to sell. This is the only other key to my plan, and it looks like it's going to work perfectly. Yes, so we have working mode middle, and then working mode left, which kicks everything left, and a working mode right. So yes, that is something. And then we also have working mode outside. To be fair, working mode outside may be the one to go for there. Sweet. I am so loving it. Not even funny. So this is going to be great for us because we can run this in the fields, hopefully run it with a worker, and then just go through with a loading wagon right behind it. I think it'll work. One of the toughest things in Farming Simulator is losing your save game. And that is exactly what happened to me. Between episodes 52 and this one, episode 53, my game would not let me load back into Riverbend Springs. So what I've done is I've decided, all right, well, maybe if it's not going to let us have that production there, well, then I'll go and make my own production that's not that one. Maybe it's causing some issues, something like that. Hasn't passed through testing yet. And, yeah, we'll just kind of restart a few things and maybe go down a different path than we would have. So if you've watched episode 52, I'm so sorry. I did go and at least buy this back, though. So we've got our Anderson Merge Pro. That's there. However, well, nothing else really is. There is the thing that I did, though, right here. The hay ventilation. So this is a mod. I've got it pulled up to the side here, just so we know. Austria Modding is the creator of this. I have gone in and I have added a few extra bits and bobs, as you might be able to see down at the bottom. Before you put grass in, and it spit out hay. Well, now we can put in straw as well as hay, and we can make silage. So we could do grass or hay, or outputs are hay and silage. There's a lot we could do, yeah. But I don't know where I want to put it, because I don't know in the future, are these fields all going to be grass in the future? Kind of the game plan is to move up here and do this whole area and turn this into a big area that I run and just run all the grass up here. I still think that's going to be the way to go. So moving all of our grass operations to the north end of the map, which kind of shows something kind of neat. Up here, field 38 currently is ready for harvest. However, for some reason, the settings got turned on so that there was no seasonal growth, which stinks and is really awkward. So I fixed that. However, now it thinks it's ready for harvest. But don't worry, it's not. We can't harvest for another day. But I kind of want to start taking over that area. Because tomorrow in game, it's currently September. In October, we're going to own all of it. And then in November, we'll probably come through, do another grass harvest, and that'll be it. So now's the time, but we need to take out a loan. Now we need a total of $321,000 to buy that. So we're gonna have to take out a little bit of a loan. It's always nice to have a little extra cash. So there you go. You can see how we have done that. Now we're up to 346. So any expenses or anything like that can be handled. Also, I need a header for this because I actually don't have a corn header, but I think I know exactly which one I'm going to get. There we go. We now own this. And when it's ready for harvest, we'll be good to go. I don't care about the rest of these. Game plan up here, if you have missed it, 38, 36, and 37 all plowed together. And then over here, farmland 42, 49, 50, and then all the way up to 40 and 41. This whole area, by the way, is going to look absolutely epic. Can we go flight mode? And then let's zoom in the air and show you this. That's going to be a really, really big grassland area. So is this. But yeah, the game plan is to just take the grass, turn it into silage, sell the silage, and then use that money for funding other things. I also really want to get rid of these fields in the middle. They're kind of annoying. and they're getting on my nerves. So one of the things that I will do, just so we prevent any issues, I will come through all of this, and I'm just going to paint down grass, and then I'm going to do the like create field thing where you can kind of more or less cheat in a field. I don't do that for this series, but I think for these, I would probably cheat in just something random. That way the field pops up normally. I'll do it on screen for you guys so you can see exactly how I'll do it. We may end up having to do that for these as well, but hopefully not. But anyway, these 5 fields will be sold eventually, and we will just keep everything we've got over here. These will all be crop fields, and over there will be grass. There was one thing I had to do, and that was to delete and re-add the milk container and the container for slurry. Those caused me some serious issues, so we've got that taken care of. Also, we're going to have to do something about this manure. It is getting out of hand. We'll do that tomorrow, though. Let's go to bed, man. It's time to move to September. October. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, it is a beautiful day here on Riverbend Springs. There's a couple things I want to do. Number one, do we have a good price on a corn header? Probably not, but I had to check. So technically, yes. We've got this guy right here, but I have a John Deere. I'm not sure running a New Holland corn header on the front is going to be the way to go. I think at this point we should probably just lease one. And the one we go with is this one, Garringham North Star. 9 meters, I think it's good enough. $5,500. That should be more than enough to get us through to where we need to be. So we'll grab our combine harvester and get rid of the swath pickout. Someone was talking about this in my Discord. The logo, as you can see, it's not that way, is kind of upside down and kind of way over here. That's a fun one. Nonetheless, let's grab this bad boy, grab a hold of that, and then I'm going to try to set this to go all the way up here to Farmland 38, because now sunflowers can be harvested. And this is good news. So let's set our destination. Let's set it for up here. We'll pick, I don't know, road, pick that way, drive into Target. Awesome. I also want to check our silage bales, which are probably not silage yet. No, they are not. However, let's see. Let's find the one. Yeah, this one right here. Kick that thing out here and see what we got. 75%. So I'm going to leave that out, and then we'll just kind of wait up, because this is going to be the biggest sell, like, ever. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. Now, I got a mod that tells me all of the good stuff. So down at the bottom right here, I can see potential harvest quantity, 55,000 liters. My combine holds 50. So we're going to have to do something about that. However, I don't think we can use sunflowers in any of our production chains, can we? Well, we certainly got a lot of milk overnight. Didn't really expect that. Goodness gracious. We're making milk. That's cool. It's storing it. I guess we'll have to go get it. But that's neat. I didn't even pay attention to that. Let's see. Nothing about sunflowers. Nothing about sunflowers. I don't think we're making any cake out of sunflowers. So technically, we don't need to do much with that. All we need to do is find our prices, find our sunflowers, which would be in here-ish. There we go. And then hope that the farmer's market is one of the highest prices. It's one of the lowest, of course. Hang on. You could take sunflowers to the oil mill? Oh, no, you can, but I don't own that. You know what? How about this? We will sell at the farmer's market, because I think that if we do that, things will be a little bit easier on us. And by easier on us, I mean, this is a field that we had no influence in whatsoever. And maybe we just don't deserve to own that. Maybe that's it. Deserve to own that? That made no sense. This is a fun one, because this field right here was actually part of the early access stuff with Farm Sim 25. So those of us that got to play the game early, or if you went to an event and got to play the game early, you probably harvested this field. Straw swath is enabled, which is great news for me. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I forgot. I forgot how Farm Sim 25 worked. I just pulled up to the field and was like, oh yeah, well, work, do the thing. That's not how this works. Let's see, 3 headlands, that should work fine. I'll be happy with that. Let's pull into the field, set it, and rock and roll. Let's hit our headlands just to see how good and or bad this is going to be, but like I said, about 55,000 liters off of here should be good. Not terrible, so after 2 passes, we're around 14,000-ish liters. We do have one of our tractors heading up here with the loading wagon, so I can start picking up all of this straw. And with that, we will hire the worker and let them run. There will be a point where they don't want to do it anymore. Should I just go ahead and sell this? I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell this. We might actually come head on with the tractor up here at some point. Should be coming around the corner any second. Ah, there he is! Ah, it's perfect timing. All right. Let's see if I can get in here and get this sold without running into too much trouble. That might reach. Oh, please reach. Sunflowers in. Sunflowers making money. Sunflowers doing good. Okay, okay. $51,000 just from that little bit. It was like 14,000 liters in there. All right. Now we got to do is set our worker on it. Do your thing, homie. Do your thing. Let's run and grab his tractor. So the straw's going to be saved. However, we will be getting rid of all of these sunflowers. We also need to set this on 9 meters. So steering assist, 9 meters, 2 headlands. Ha 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 ha. Perfection. I love this so much. All right, sweet. I mean, the reason I'm saving the straw is so we can make silage to make more money. For the longest time, I've been selling the straw, and well, we don't need to do that. While we're waiting on the combine harvester to finish up the thing, even though we are looking pretty good, I do want to go check on the cows, see what their food looking like, see what everything else is looking like. That way, if something happens, well, we know what we need to go do. So what does this cow pasture say to me? It is saying that there's 82,000 liters of manure. Of course there is. Over here, as far as milk goes, it looks like we got 23,000 liters in there, plus another 96,000 in here. I don't think that's accurate, but I'm cool with it. And then we've got the slurry over here. Let's see how our slurry taker's doing. 46,000 liters. Okay. That's a good amount. That's very good. Now, food is the only one that I don't actually know anything. Move yourself. I don't know what about the food. It's not telling me anything about the food. I got to go in here and look at it, don't I? Straw's good. We're over 100,000 liters still there. However, food is low-ish. I could care less about the meadow grass because TMR is what we want. And they're running slightly low-ish on TMR. So what we'll do is we'll get over here. We'll sell this manure. We will, I guess, move the milk over. And we need to sell this slurry. Once we get that done, then we should have enough money to go buy more TMR. And we're done. Yeah. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about. Okie dokie. So we've got another 30,000 in here. So that means we got about 44,000 liters total out of everything. So we actually didn't need to go sell what we had earlier, although we did, and that's a-okay. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do as far as using that header, so we're going to get rid of that there. We're going to take this over, sell this. Let's go about this a little bit of a better way. There's parking space for us right here. And we got a total of $109,000 off of that, which is pretty darn good. It doesn't pay for itself, but it does a-okay. So let's go ahead and return the header because we don't need that anymore. We've got our field here, which is ready to go, but we're not going to do anything in there yet because, well, there's no reason to do anything yet. We don't have the rest of the fields. Oh, yeah. And I want to repay my loan. And that should bring us, down to a low number, which is not fun. But we're okay. So now the last thing to do is going to be to pick up all of the straw swaths and bring this back over to the main farm if we can fit it all. If we can't, we're going to have to sell just a little bit and then bring it over. Well, we made it a good way. However, we didn't get it all. I think there's a little bit left there. I don't know how much that's going to be. Ooh, helper already completed their task. They must have already drove over to the farm. This is a good thing. So I don't know exactly how much we're going to need here. I'm going to start off by selling maybe about 25 or 30,000 liters of this. So maybe we'll get down to like 230,000. That's not selling there. Why is that not selling there? Isn't that where you sell straw? Is it going to make me sell it over here? Because it's loose? Factual information. All right. So there we go. There's a bunch of wasted straw, if I'm honest. $3,900 for $30,000 or 30,000 liters. I'm real unhappy about that. Although I'm kind of glad that we did that, because now we had plenty of room to pick up the rest of it. Good things happening. Good things happening. All right. A few more things we need to do. Number one, get back to the main farm. We need to get this straw put away into our silo, where there should be quite a bit waiting on us. At least I think there is. Let's slow it down just for a second. About right there. And we look in. Down at the bottom. Straw, 85,000. Wheat, 50,000. Okay, this is good. And this is all future silage. Oh yeah. We've got 332 bales to be sold, a lot of flour to either sell or relocate, and there's even a little bit of milk for us to transport today. Did I mention the poo? Yeah, there's plenty of poo. We are also going to be taking a new production chain and trying to figure out what and where to do with it. As I showed in the last episode, this guy right here is awesome because I can take this, I can put into it some straw or grass or hay, and I can get out silage. It's just I say the base game. It's a modified version of a mod, basically. And it allows me to do some fun stuff, which would be great. However, I hadn't prepared for all that yet, so I need to figure out where I'm going to put it, and I like this spot, but stuff's in the way. There's a couple things that I think need to happen, or that I want to put certain things in certain places. So I think to start with, let's move a few things around. After my game crashed and corrupted the last time around, I'm absolutely terrified to delete any trees, because that was one of the problems that, happened, and one of the things that caused that. So I'm going to pull this out of the way, and I'm going to move my cell station right beside here. So the main farm cells, we are going to sell the cell plane, I guess, and then we're going to just relocate it to right here, right beside this. Right there. There you go. Had to get the name changed too. The next thing to do is to be able to get this in here in a way where we're not going to cause ourselves too much trouble. I also want to kind of put it in an angle almost, but I don't think that's going to be a great idea. I would like to delete the least amount of trees as possible, although I do think we're going to have to do a few of them. And for some reason, one of my tools isn't working like it normally does. So how's about we say forget about it, and we just put this thing down and let it be. I think that's the way to go. So let's take a look and see what we've got. So everything here is set to storing and that type of thing, which is nice. I'm happy about that. Inputs, I'm not quite sure why that says 11 million liters, but it's already got straw in there, evidently. Oh, because it's using this silo as a... Uh-oh. Well, I don't think there's any reason to get the straw out of here, and hopefully it doesn't go absolutely berserk. Although I'm guessing it will. Neither one of these are supposed to be connected. I don't know what's going on with silos in Farm Sim. It's almost like none of them want to work the way they're supposed to. It has nothing to do with the modders. Like, this shouldn't be connected to a production chain. Also, my cows are connected to what is that thing? Dairy. Yeah. See? There's milk there too. Why? I didn't move it. Oh, look at this. Now it's showing hundreds of thousands of liters of straw. Why? There's not hundreds of thousands of liters of straw. Why? We're going to have to move this. It is going to cause us nothing but pain. Oy, 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 oy. All right, how much does this thing think is in here now? Does it really think that? So it added like 300,000 or 400,000 liters of straw in there. I think that's. Wait, I did bring over. No, it was right. Crap, that was my fault. Still, I was a little bit uncomfortable with that. Why don't we put it over here? This is well far enough away. $4,000 for that. And we could put one down over here, and it shouldn't be connected to anything. Let's go up to it. Storage is empty. Yay! It doesn't think it's connected to anything. All right. Who would have thought that that would have to be so just destructive? But it's good. All right. And I was right about the straw. 260 there. It should be about, what, 80,000 left? 75,000 left. So I actually lost a little bit of straw just by freaking out. I'll be all right. So this is the game plan, at least for why this is here. We're actually going to have another one of these at the new farm, which is going to be at the top of the map. We take this. We've got the straw. We bring the straw over. We dump the straw in. It makes silage. Then, after it is done making silage, it's not. There's no dump trigger. I'm at the wrong side. I promise. I'm not as big of an idiot as I play on TV. I'm a bit of an idiot, we'll be fair. Alrighty, so there's a little bit of straw. If we go in and take a look, straw is in, and we want to enable this one. So let's activate that. As a matter of fact, I guess we could activate all of them. Doesn't really matter. And now it is going to make silage. As a matter of fact, it's already making silage. We've already got 8 liters. And this will be instead of baling. So hopefully in the future, we don't have to do any more baling, and we won't be selling our straw because we just take our straw over there. Yeah. So doing things this way actually prevents me from having to cheat as much. This was a production chain in Farm Sim 22. I'm just playing by the rules that were, not the ones that are. And now we drop off the last little bit, and that'll be all of our straw moved over. No, we need to still get some TMR. Oh yeah, we already got 181, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's so much going in there already. That's awesome. We can make a little bit of money on silage already. All right. We will let that continue to go and grow. It's not too long now we get to sell all these bales. I'm real excited. First up, let's go to our production chains. And the first stop is going to be over to the flour. And you are going to be so proud of me because I finally got a new trailer. After all this time, after everything we've been through, finally got me a trailer. It's a Load King, baby, yeah! And I'm using it with Universal Autoload, which I should probably update because I've had it for a few weeks now. I haven't had any issues, not since I've learned how to use it, but I haven't really learned how to use it. I just wanted something that was going to be better than running around like I have been, trying to do everything with the small little bell trailers. Hopefully this has got way more capacity and a way bigger setup for running pallets with this auto load. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here with the best backwards driver in Farm Sim. For tractors anyway, not this kind of tractor. It's working fine. Also, I've just got the trigger for start loading, so that's good too. Pull around through here, back it in, and we're good. See? Never say I'm not the best. You could, but you'd be wrong. Let's load them up. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I love that so much. Hey! Yeah, man. Cool. I'm so happy you had no idea. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. We got 38 pallets in there. Do we have any more? No, we do not. All right. So now to find out where we are going to go with it. Do we go to the bakery? It looks like we can take some, although I kind of need the money, and we'll have the same amount tomorrow. Kind of need the money. Man, the two best prices right now is Farmer's Market and Main Farm Sales. Get with it, baby. Yeah. I guess we're driving back to the main farm. Taking a look at milked bottled. It looks like Main Farm Sales is an okay price for that. It's not the best. But hey, if we're going both places already, let's knock both out in one go. Also, I acknowledge some of the stuff that you guys have said in the comments about getting a second bakery. It is definitely something on the brain. But I don't know where we're going with this series yet. There's just still so much to do. I feel like I haven't even started yet. I've never played a base game map like this before, where I feel like I haven't even begun to play the game yet. It's really cool, but also really terrifying all at the same time. Let's bring this around towards here, start loading, and I think it's going to have to pop a couple up, if I'm not mistaken. 2,000 is definitely not what it has waiting for me. No. Milk bottled 4,800 liters. Where's that at? Yeah. Oh, there they are. Now we've got it all. We ended up getting 8,000 liters of bottled milk out of there, along with 38,000 liters of flour. There ain't no way I'm making this corner. Nope. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to go out the same way we came in, does it? I would go to the sell point there, but it's not as good, so we're definitely not doing that. And this right here, This is why I chose to get this trailer this truck. Got the trailer used, by the way. Really excited about that. Truck's doing great, so I'm happy with that. And all we got to do now, this is another reason why I put this here, you can pull straight through just like that. All we got to do is unstrap and it should sell everything. Boom, 110 grand. That easy. So now that we've got that, now let's go take care of the slurry, maybe moving the milk over, and take care of the manure. Now, come to think of it, I don't think I ever bought a tanker for anything. I may have to go buy one. I also forgot that I had this Kloss trailer until just now. Totally forgot. I had no recollection whatsoever. But hey, we do have it, so that's good. Let's bring it over here and fill up with manure. Let's get our bit there. Manure, 88,000 liters. I think the trailer holds, is it 50 or 100, somewhere around there? 100, so that'll get all of that. There will still be some manure left over around the outside, but I guess that's not too much of a problem now, is it? Now, over here in the milk storage, we have 28,000 liters. In our milk area here, we have 95,000 liters. So there is zero reason for me to move any of that. None whatsoever. Slurry, on the other hand, we've got even more now, 54,000 liters. As a matter of fact, we may as well speed up time a little bit because there is one thing that I want to do, and that is make our money. I keep forgetting to do this, so it's at 88% right now. That's why I got this one bale out, because this is the lowest one, meaning this was the last bale that I made, and likely the last bale that I wrapped. We'll speed up time. Ooh. Clouds came in, didn't they? Goodness gracious. 93%, 94%, and 100% fermented. There we go. Drop that down. Take a look here. Silage bales, 331, and that makes 332 right there. Very cool. Crap, I unwrapped it. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Throw that in there. Guess it's all silage bale no matter what, isn't it? Alrighty. So, oh yeah. Somebody told me if you've still got the hand on there, just go through a hand tool, and you're good to go. So that's that. We need to sell those. We need to sell the manure, and we need to do everything. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we got more manure there. Oh, we got a lot more manure. Well, I guess we can do all of this in one go. Hopefully you didn't have to wait too long to see me sell stuff. At the end of the day, manure really does not pay that much. $11,000 for all of that. Not a lot, but hey, it is what it is. Slurry is going to have to be done later because I need to get back over there and do those bales now. I don't know if this trailer is going to work very well for loading up bales because it's not a bale trailer. It's not set up that way, but we might be able to load up more than usual. And the more bales we can load up, the better this whole cell thingy is going to be. Let's pull over here. Let's go ahead and jump out and set this up. Yep, it'll do 25 at a time. Oy. That's a lot. The only thing is, I can't load up on the go here. So I have to come over, and they have to load up like that. Just like really slow like. Pull the trailer forward. Stop it. Trailer has to be fully stopped. And that's as many. So I unloaded 25. This can hold 22. Yeah, I can hold more with an auto load trailer and go faster. Nonetheless, though, if we come through here, we should be able to sell after driving just straight forwards. Yep, and we can. $52,000. Should be about $800,000 total with everything. Should be. So we get to this. Set it up, 24, and then I should just be able to drive straight through, just like so. Yep. Bring those back in, come across, and we'll drop it on. This should go much faster. Yes. There it is. Hey, 57,000, not bad. Let's do that a lot more times. This is also why we're doing it the other way. I could just load everything up and nobody cares. Whew. This takes forever. This is just getting to the point where it feels like monotonous behavior, just over and over and over again, doing the exact same thing. I mean, to be fair, I'm expecting the same result. It's just, goodness gracious, you know? There you go. We're starting to lose a little bit of money. We're down in the 56,000s, but as you can see, our money's going up. We're up to 467,000 already. We were down to like 15 at the beginning of the video. We're doing fine. 67 bales left. Why I got one out, I'll never know. Why did I do that? There we go. It's been going really well, nice and fast. No issues whatsoever since we've last checked in. We're up to $751,000. We're gonna make a little bit more here. There we go. Now we're over 800 at 808. We are now down to the last run right here. I don't know how many this is. That is 22. All right. There was also 3 that were like by themselves. I don't know what was up with that. But here we go. Boom, 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 boom. We're up to $916,000. Tell you what, it's going to be real hard to complain with that amount of money sitting in my pocket. But it's going to be sold off. Sold off? We're going to spend it all very soon. The first thing that we need to do, it is currently October, and our cows need food. So real quick, if I can quit running into my tractor. Sorry, tractor. That's how you do that. We're going to give them TMR. Now, we don't have any TMR. I don't have any hay. I don't have any grass. I do have straw, but that does no one any good. I need TMR. Now, I don't actually know how much I need, but we're just going to kind of see what happens here. I'm going to stop at around 50,000. Okay, so that's 7,500 bucks. If we take a look at our cows, who are, I think, 21 months old, so we've had them now for 3 months, they have eaten through just an insane amount of food. So I'm going to try and do my best and maybe give them like 200,000 liters. The reason I do this, it is so much cheaper to feed cattle like this than it is to do it really any other way. Using one of 82 Studios Lizard Goods things. And then you're all right. Okay, so there we go. We spent about $37,500, but we have 250,000 liters of TMR. Simple and ridiculously cheap. You couldn't buy it like that from like anybody. Like if you could sell things to each other in multiplayer, you still couldn't buy it for that cheap. And all the good that TMR does, it's just ridiculous. Why can I not dump anything out? What's going on? Oh yeah, I forgot that it's on this side, not the other side. Oops. Okie dokie. Now that the food is in there, we are good. Straw's at 100,000 liters, but that's going to be fine for now. Food is good. I think we are about ready to go to bed. Good morning from Riverbend Springs. We are going to start off by taking some silage and selling it. Beforehand, we've been doing it by doing bales, and that sucks. So we are going to do, oh yeah, it's this side. We are going to now utilize this thing. If you missed one of the last episodes, totally best backwards driver farm sim. If you missed one of the last episodes, I installed this, which will actually now take my straw, which we got 134,000 liters left, and turn it into silage, which is 200,000 liters in here in less than a day. That's awesome. I'm not going to be feeding this to anybody. This is pure sales and pure cash money. We're not doing bells anymore. At least that is the game plan, is to not do bells anymore. I want to do it this way. It also works with grass. And today I'm going to show you how I'm going to be mowing some of these grass yards, grass fields rather. Also, does anybody else find it weird that the grass in the field is super duper green and the grass outside is super duper not? It's just me. Maybe. Let's bring it in. Let's get this sold. Let's see how much we can make in a single day of silage. Actually, it's going to be a little bit more than this. Also, with the grass going in, that's going to be another thing too. Let's see. What are we getting? Total of $73,000. Very, 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 very nice. So, what is that? 437? 6? Like 36,500-ish? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm thinking out loud. Let's move along and let's get out into the field. Let me let the sun come up a little bit. It's a little dark. Well, if it wasn't for all the clouds, it would be absolutely gorgeous right now. But what are you going to do? Am I right? Let's do this. Yeah, let's get to work. Let's unhook from that and let's grab ourselves a mower. Now, we're going to run just like we've done previously. All of our fields are ready to go. All of them are in the first growth stage or first harvest stage. Grass has 2 of them, and it really doesn't matter too much which one you mow it at. Farmer Copp's made a video a while back at this point, and it basically said, hey, you could do whatever you want whenever you want. No one's going to say anything. You should just do what makes sense for you. And that's what I love. So we are going to do that. Now I am going to knock out the headlands for myself. Sometimes this doesn't work the greatest, so I'm going to do that so that this worker doesn't just mess it all up. So now that the mowing is done, at least on my part, we can go ahead and set this on a worker, which is fantastic. Let's bring this here, get it almost right, and then we'll come around here. 2 headlands. Don't you dare work those headlands. And, well, don't mess this up too bad, all right? Cool. I trust you. I don't, but I shouldn't. There you go. That's the word to use. Now we need our challenger, this guy, because we are going to grab our merger. Okay, the mower's working. We're good. Now, I've learned from my mistakes of doing every single field, and it takes forever. This is still going to take a little extra time because we still have to go through. However, we only have to do 3 things. Mow, windrow, pick it up. We don't have to do, I think it's 4 things if you're baling. So you've got to mow and then bale. Ah, great, it's missing stuff already. What is it? Mow, bale, because I'm windrowing and baling at the same time. And then wrapping, and then collecting. So there's a few more steps involved with that, which sucks. But for this, 3 steps, and we're good. I've gone back and forth a few times about how I'm going to do this and exactly what's going to go where. But I think the idea here is going to be to kick everything off, at least for this setup. It's going to be kick it off to the left-hand side. We're going to go steering assist. This is 8.5 meters. I don't know how wide this is, but hopefully that works. 2 headlands, that works for me. And we're going to pray that the rest of this is correct. And we go. And it seems like it will be working. So we're going to send everything into the middle, and then whenever we come back, we'll kick it back to the other side, kind of making a big loop. Hopefully this works. I can foresee it not working. Definitely the parts right here around the outside edge right there, that's going to be the most difficult to do. Not picking it up, that's going to be easy, but just making it look nice here, that's going to be a problem. Also, one of the big reasons for doing it this way is so that whenever we come through with our windrow system with the loading wagon, it actually doesn't cause us any troubles because we can just run 1 pass really for every 2 runs. So yes, we're gonna have big jumbled up messes here in the corners, but it doesn't care. It's gonna pick it up perfectly fine. I just hope that it does. So there's that. I'm really looking at this now going, man, I should have run 1 pass, like 1 headland. That would have been the thing to do here. Whatever, let's knock this out. Now that we're at the edge, we've got to figure out which way to go now, because there's only going to be 2 ways that work. It's also missing a bunch here on the ends. Oy, oy, oy. So now, can I flip a U-turn like I want to and line up? Can I? No, because if I do that, well, I don't know. That actually lines up pretty good. You know what? I think it'll work. I just think it might. All right. We'll pull forward a little bit just to kind of get out of the end zone here. And line that up. There we go. I totally didn't have the worker hired up yet. Definitely picking up some from the middle, but this is working. It's working good. It's not going to matter once we get over here to the edge. Yeah, definitely should have waited till the mower was done, but I'll learn my lesson for the next time. How about that? Come from here, turn it off, make the spin. Ooh, so graceful. Set that there, and then go again. Hey, it is pushing everything out a little bit, but the built-in offset from the game really makes that work. Okay. And now you know how we're doing the outside. Now that all of that is done, I should be able to line this up right here and do it back and forth. Oh yeah. Love it, man. I love it. I do believe that you can hire an AI worker with this too. However, I'm not planning on doing that. Not yet anyway. We should probably look into it, though. There's one other thing that we're going to need to take note of, and that is going to be this. So you see we have an 8.5 meter working width here, meaning we're going to need to run a 17 meter working width with the loading wagon. And I can show you why right here. Regardless of the offset that it says is there or anything, the offset really doesn't matter for us. So we need to run 17 meters, and it's going to be 1 headland. Boom. 1. Hey, you see that? Lines up perfectly for us. Although, that is not in the right place. See that? That's wrong, is what that is. Although, it should be alright by the time we get over there. I don't even know. Now my head hurts. Oy. Maybe because this is the first time doing this. Maybe let's finish this field first. I'll probably go ahead and set the worker on the mower on another field just to get it done. But we should do this ourselves just to make sure it's going to work. And because I got so much to do for this field, I think we just let the guy do whatever he's going to do. We go AI worker, work the headlands, yes. Start with the up and down. Sure. I don't even know how that's going to go. But guess what? They know what to do. Almost seems kind of silly to be going this slow on this side of things, but hey, there you go. All right. So that's that done. But I do want to see what happens when we come through with the loading wagon. Also, this has turned out not too bad. I've got a funny feeling that's not how you mow a yard, but I think that looks cool. All right, so let's kick that out, and we'll drop that, and we're going to reset this because I was using this as a different setup at one point. So again, 17 meters. There we go. And we're going to run one headland around. Click OK. And it should line us up perfect. And it is. I should set it on there, but it is working. Oh, I think this other green line down here is like the other side of things, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. This may be one of those things where we can't use the GPS and we just got to wing it. So I'm looking at this. The lines are almost lining up, but not quite. I think we're definitely going to have to run an offset on those. I guess that does make sense. We had to run an offset on everything else, didn't we? Ooh, what if we reset? Don't do an offset. What if we include the offset in the working with? No, because then it won't be evenly spaced. Tell you what, I didn't think I'd ever have to do this much math in farm sim before. Stay in school, kids. So after our first headland, or I guess only headland now, 86,000 liters. Not too bad. That is a lot. I'll give it that much. Now, let's set this offset because you can see they're all just kind of right there. So I think we need to set a positive offset. I just don't know by how much. Let's start at 1 meter. Okay, almost. How's about we try 1.5 meters? 1.5 meters. Lines up. Sometimes you'll see a line on one side, sometimes you'll see a line on the other. But this, I mean, look at that. There you go. So if you were wanting to do this at home, boy, oh boy, do I have the answers for you. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, we'll knock out this field and we'll go dump everything in our silo over there so this can start fermenting. But great news, this works great. So at the end of the field, we have got a total of 221,000 liters. Divide that by 6,500, and that would be how much you would have gotten if you would have used bales. Very cool. Very cool. Now all we got to do is bring this over here, dump this into our silo, and we are good. And that's 1 out of like, what, 7 fields, 8 fields, something like that. This is going to take a long time. This is going to be an extended process. But hey, it's got to be done, right? It's got to be done. I was about to say, I think the animation is doing some weird stuff back there, but no, it's fine. It's okay. Let's come around here. Let's go ahead and pick up some more of this silage and go sell more of it, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to sell too much. How much silage do we have? 14,000 liters? We'll hold off. What we've got going on, I basically just hired workers on mowers and just been like, please just don't mess up. And I've got good news. They have been knocking it out of the park. We've only got a few things left, just a weedy bitty bit, and then we're ready to go. So what we got to do is we got to jump in here and get right back into it. Now, I have unfortunately had to stop using these guidelines. If we come down through here, you can see the worker at the end. I don't know where he's going or some of the things that he's doing. Also, some of the things just get missed. And I can't explain it. However, I know that that windrow at the very end of the field knows what to do. And this guy is me. so I don't have to worry about what he's doing. I know he's an idiot. The goal for today is to completely finish with all of the mowing that we've got. Completely finish picking up all of the grass that we need to pick up and move forward. We do need to plow these fields up. However, all of the ones over here are going to be oats. We can't plant those until like March, so we're not going to worry too much about that. And the grass is just going to sit here. I'm not going to worry about that. Up here, all these fields will probably be gotten rid of, and we'll try and buy the fields up top, at least so we own those. The process is slow. However, we are making progress, which is fantastic. Also, the mowers are almost done. Like, these are the last fields that we've got. As a matter of fact, can I jump out and show you exactly what we have been doing? So, as you can see through here, this big field right beside our farm is almost done. This field right here has been mowed and picked up. This field's been mowed and picked up, minus one little spot. We won't talk about that. This one's been mowed and picked up. This one has been mowed, but still needs to have everything kind of done to it. Also, they missed this little spot down here at the end. So that is what that is. And then we've got all of this. This needs to be picked up. That'll need to be mowed and picked up. And these over here need to be picked up as well. We may end up renting some kind of windrow system because going one after another is still taking a while. Oh, he's almost done. Guess we get to move him. And there we go. Ah, looks like you need some fuel. Hey, we're over here by the gas station. We can make a quick pit stop. Shoo, $627 later. Goodness gracious. Oh, hey, found a stop sign. I don't remember collecting that. With this field, I have no idea how this is gonna go. Take it out. Yeah, get out of here, signs and stuff. I have no idea how this is gonna work, but I do know that the interior of the map or the field is like right here-ish. And if we go in here, we can take a look and see how I've got everything done. Work the headlands, yeah, but start with the up and down because I think it looks cool. And we'll go from there. Looks like the John Deere is finishing things up. Looks like our windrow here is doing aight. And as soon as all of our mowers are done, I'm probably going to lease a few of these and just send them out. So the guys that were mowing would then be out merging. And I'm probably not going to select it to go down like this. We'll probably just send it down the middle. Man, let me tell you what. We have been going like a madman. I've been, hit a wrong button. I've been looking at some of this, and I think we're going to have too much grass to put in here. I cheated. Like, I modified this to hold 1,000,000 liters, thinking, oh, that'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be fine. Like, we may fill up with this run right here. I love how it has 1 liter of hay. Oh, no. Stop making hay. Deactivate. Whew. Also, silage from hay. Deactivate that as well. Why? Why were those active? I didn't want those to be active. Quit making hay. Knock it off. Actually, I think it was funny. It was making hay, and then the hay was turning into silage. We don't need to worry about that. All right, so we have 950,000 liters of grass in there, so we're not going to be able to hold much more. The rest of it is going to have to go over to the main farm. All right, so we're all done right here. I want to go up this hill to the next field, and I'm going to run the passes around the outside myself. I know this is going to make this take longer, but if we can make the 2 passes around the outside look good, the rest of it's easy. So then we grab this, we knock it out, we set it on it, and we go. Again, I do this because it's just so much easier for me. And then I can just tire the one down the middle. I am going to go ahead and have them set it down the middle, though. So right now I've got everything set to kick off to the left. Once we're done with that, round, you'll see. There you go, just like that. At least I know that it's organized now and it's not all over the place. So hopefully I should just be able to open up the middle and hire a worker and let it do the rest. All right, I lied. I'm going to try and see if the worker will actually handle this. They look like they're doing okay. This is not me. So let's assume that they could do okay. And no, the mower's done. Well, you know, why don't we go with the K-Brand Merge Max for these? It's a little bit cheaper, a little bit bigger. I think it'd work well. We can lease a couple of these for, what is that, $7,200? And we can knock that out super duper fast. We got our mowers here, so hopefully these won't be too bad if I just, oh, I forgot, I gotta unfold these. Now the good thing is with this, there's really not a lot more left to do, so I can just bring this up on a field and set it on the worker and be done with it. I really think that it's important for this to also start in the middle and then do the outside. That way the outside ring is, you know, not messed up and there's not a bunch of weird stuff going on all over the place. Hopefully that'll work good for us. Let's bring this here. I do want wide swathing to be our default. Speaking of default, it defaults to left. We want to set that to middle. There we go. Perfect. And we want to set it to AI worker. Do the up and downs first. It is a 9.5 meter, but it's showing 9.6. I'll let it do its thing for now, but I don't trust it. Looks like our John Deere mower's done as well, so let's do the same thing here. Okay, one thing, a little weird. I don't think it's connected to anything. It might just be me, I don't know, man, but it looks a little bit funny. That is what it is. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Let's bring this around. There's a reason I took the case up to the other two fields, and I'm bringing this one down here. There's 2 fields up there, 2 fields down here. Split it up. Start at the far reaches and go from there. Looks like about right here is going to be the place to be. If we set our working mode to middle, we come in here to our worker, AI worker, start with the up and downs, and go. And hopefully this will work fine. Probably check on the case, see how we're doing here. Not too bad. Not how I was expecting it to look, but what are you going to do? All right, let's get back to it. Got some good news. We have already filled up our silo on the other side of town. Or well, on the other side of everything else. There we go. Drop that off, and we're good. So now we are rocking super good. We've got 36,000 liters of silage in there doing a thing. Grass is all the way up. Straw is not all the way up, but it's fine. And all I got to do now is collect 5 more fields, and we're done. This is taking way longer than I was expecting it to. I have no idea why it's taking so long. But whatever, we're good. We're good, and that's what matters. Drop it down, turn it on, go, 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 go. I have reset this. I've also started using the other worker to do like a different way of it. It looks like this is going to be the end of the line for him, so that's good to know. So as you can see here, we're going down the middle. Well, I found my case right here, and I'm kicking everything off to the side again. Yeah, there's some missed spots here and there, but I don't really care. I'm totally cool with it the way that it is right here. It'll kick everything to the middle, and I'm happy. Although they did a pretty good job. I don't know. Maybe we just stick to the middle again. Yeah, we'll do that. Back at it then. Not much more to go. We just need to pick up the rest of this grass, and we're all finished. Well, we've come a long way. I've tried to get as much done as I possibly can. We've got a little strip here left, which we will have to come back and hit. But I think as far as everything else goes, we have completed it all. Everything's been mowed. We have picked up all the grass. Which means we are going to have to fix these fields and put them back the way we found them. A couple of them I expanded on and that kind of thing, so we'll need to do the whole paint grass and then recreate the field from the base game. It's really easy to do. I'll show you guys how to do it, but that'll probably be in the next one. Got everything dropped off at the main farm. It's heading back over right now, and I don't have to do that, which is great. So we are going to reset this stuff, drop off 1 and drop off 2 and be done with it. This is why I want to go to like 1 or 2 massive fields. Having this many grass fields, it takes forever. I don't think we get anything in return because we're returning these, so I'm not going to worry about doing anything lawn crazy. There we go. Those are done. We can go and grab these, grab our mowers, get the last little bit of grass, and head back home. I'm not actually sure if coming back was worth it for, was it 6,000? Almost 6,500 liters. But we'll make that much in silage, and we could sell that. So I guess it's worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, enough fields that I want to buy, including this awesome little diorama here. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the maze at the top of the map is actually a little picture. So you got your little farmhouse up here on the left, you got flowers and sunflowers on the right, and looks like a little driving with a little tractor driver. But I want to make that disappear, and we can actually show you that right now. I'm going to go in here, we're going to select 42, and we are going to buy it. It's $171,000, which ain't bad at all. And then, all we got to do is come in here and sell this little shed here. Now, I want you to take a good look at what it looks like around here before this. Come in, sell the little shed, and bam. All of the stuff minus one thing in the middle, are gone, and all the fences that run along straight down are also gone. Not only that, unfortunately, the sign is gone too. I hate that the sign's gone. I really want that back. But alas, Sunset Sunflower Farm is no more. But it is now DjGoHam's big old grass field farm, which is going to be fantastic. Let's get it here. Let's go and get that sold as well. Perfect. We can still see the diorama and stuff from the top. But in order to get the rest of the areas around, there's a few things that I need to do first. You see, I'm going to be moving shop. So all four of these fields, well, I guess 5, 85, 81, 82, 83, and 84, these fields will no longer be mine. But the unfortunate part is I have expanded a few of these. Like 85, for example. I made some changes and modifications to that field. 81, I think I made some changes. 82 and 83, I definitely did. And I think I left 84 the way it is. I want to put these back into the rotation so that the stuff on the map goes good. Can I sell this? No, we have placeables on it. That's one thing I hate. Some of these have placeables on it, and it's like, rabble. Know what I mean? Anyway, let's go delete some of those placeables, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. I assume the placeable it means is down here, which unfortunately does not have the bought with farmland attribute. So this small shed will no longer be able to be there. Also, I don't know, I accidentally put a filling station down. All right, now that we've done that, I think we're going to be good for the rest of these. But what I want to do is I want to paint grass down and then put grass on top of that. So all I'm going to have to do is go through here, find out what's on the ground here, which I think is just like, what is that, normal grass, right? It's this. I think it's this anyway. Looks like that. It's definitely not forest ground. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to paint all of the fields that we've got here. We're just going to paint them with this. Now, there's a reason for it, and I'll explain it. To be fair, I don't actually need to paint the entire thing, just the spots on the outside. All right, so now that I've got both these fields filled in, I did this because I have no idea what I did and what I didn't do. We need to go in, we need to find our plants. Yeah, plants, there we go. And we need to find the grass that's on the outside here. I think it's this. I was wrong. It is this. And we're just going to fill this in at least around the outside edges where the field would be, so that whenever I actually activate where the field will be, which again, I'll show you that in a minute, it all blends right back in. So all of the areas that I plowed up just to make the field a tad bit bigger, this will pretty much undo all of that and put it back to the way that it was. You don't have to do this, but I'm completely abandoning this area of the map. So for me, I don't need this anymore, and I would rather it be back to the way that it was. Plus, hey, and get a good contract out of it. Now that that is over with, we've got full big fields of just kind of dead grass. I think this is the way that it should look anyway. I think this looks great, but we're going to come in here and we'll get a little bit of work done. So I'm going to save the game because you never know what's going to happen here. And I'm going to go in. I've got cheats enabled, so I'm going to activate that. Was it field set state, I think? Yeah, there we go. So we want this to be... was it meadow grass? No, regular grass. Yeah, where's grass? Found it. And then we just want that to be medium or whatever. You know what? Actually, we could just set this to cultivated and be fine. There we go. Ground type, cultivated. Apply. Bam. Now, all those areas around are filled in. Everything's good there. All the areas that we pulled in a little bit, we're good. And now, everything's fine. It's just a big cultivated ground. Hey, and we'll do the same thing here too. Why don't we do that? Field set state, meadow, we want unknown, give me that, ground type, cultivated. Yeah, and there you go. Now all of this is now normal fields once more. And we're gonna do the same thing over here to 83 and 82. Like I should probably sell these now that I can, huh? Boom, boom, done. I think I'm actually going to set this to cultivated first before we do anything. That way, I know exactly where the field is, and I don't have to do the whole thing. There we go. So I know that this area here, you can see where I've extended the field edge along, I think, all edges. And here, that area ain't even field. Still shows that it's field, but We're gonna get rid of that quickly. There we go. Got that done. And now all we gotta do is put some grass down. Yay! Doing it this way was much easier. Okie dokie, not bad. Worked out perfectly, exactly how I wanted. I know it looks like wild and crazy, but again, I just go into here, set this, hit apply, boom. Ha 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 ha! And it looks exactly like it did beforehand. Field says stay, cultivated, click, bam. Ha ha! And now everything is back to the way that it was. We'll do that with this field too, just to make sure. Oh, that's right. I didn't mess with that field. Well, we'll leave it to be the way that it is. Now, all we should have to do is sell that, come over here, sell that, and take this one and sell that. And now we do not own anything in the middle of the field anymore. Man, we sold a lot, but really at the end of the day, not a whole lot going on with that. Also, hopefully that changes because that doesn't look good. Let's come up here now and let's buy all of these. Oh, I'm so excited. Tell you what, all in all, it cost us like $200,000 to buy everything. So now, if we go up to the top, try to anyway, there we go, farmland. Hey, now we own all that. So now it is going to be time to grab our big tractors, head up there. We are going to need to do some seeding. We need to put some stuff down. We need to plow. I have no idea where my plow is. I guess we'll find it around here somewhere, won't I? Found it. We are going to utilize that to create fields, but we're going to try and stick with the lines that are already there, especially after, oh boy, especially after everything we've been through. Yikes. With everything, I'm going to avoid trying to make the fields as insane as I can, and instead just make them look as nice as I can. I feel like that's going to be the way to go. We will also eventually need to start having a couple different sets of equipment. So up there, we don't need mowers down here anymore. As a matter of fact, I think I could probably take one mower up with this. Another mower we're going to have to maybe put on the front of a tractor and figure that out. I don't know how in the world we're going to get stuff up there, dude. Hypothetically, this should hook up. Oh, no, it won't hook up this way. Hang on. I always have the plow turned around. I think it looks cooler that way, but it also works well for me. But this way actually does work. There you go. It'd be one heck of a way to do things, wouldn't it? So everybody's heading up there right now, and I need to fill this up. One of the cool things is I've got a mod installed that doubles up the fertilizer. So it actually, I don't know if you can see up here, activate normal application rate, activate double application rate. That is super duper awesome. And I'm really excited about that because I can go over fields one time now with fertilizer spreader and be done with it. So excited about that. At least normal fields. Fields like this, they're fine. So we now have a few different tractors that are making way. I did think it was funny that I put the seeder on the back of the case. I had to, man, I had to. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this guy because I'm gonna take this over. I don't know why they go up that and then around. They basically skip that bridge down there. Why they do that, I will never know. It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't think these guys actually know how to drive. Whoever gave them a license was probably the same person that gave me one. So one of the nice things, and one of the things that I really didn't think about, was now I own this farm. This is my farm now. So I'm going to treat it like such. Can I delete that? No, I was about to say, that's a sell point. There's no way I can delete that. Maybe a few of the other things around we could delete. I like that this stuff's here, but it also gets really annoying quickly. So let's, oh, that's right, I forgot I have to drop that. Let's drop the mower, and let's get this prepared for plowing. Now that we've got that done, and everybody's actually already here, which is kind of neat. Yo, can I delete the house? I can delete the house. You can make a lot of money from selling that house. Oh, man. That might be something to look into at a later date, but what I want to do is follow along these lines. You can see right here where this field kind of looks like it could kind of merge into this field really nicely. And so that's what I want to do. I want to just make these merge nice and simple, right into each other. Backing up was not the way to go for this. But it worked great, so, well, what are you going to do, right? First things first, I want to go around to all of the edges and just plow them up together like that so I know what to look for. Next one's going to be this spot here. Now, this is interesting because the road is right here. So I'm not quite sure. Do we go straight across with it and just go, you, or do we do the smart thing and just go from here, just from one side to the other, just like this? I think that was the move. Honestly, I out of everything that could have been done, I think that's the one to do. Next spot is right here, and it actually looks like this could continue straight on if some of those trees weren't there. So if we could bring this here and just kind of follow along. Actually, I want to save the game, because if I don't do this right, it's not going to look pretty. So if we just take this like that and just keep it going and then smooth it out about here, just like that, will that work? I think that looks pretty good. And continuing down straight, at least with this field, I mean, it follows down, right? I think that's fine. I think that's okay. We might could follow that around. One of the other things, I'm going to show you guys a trick that I use. And it's when you've got your fields finished up like this, follow the outside edge, and it's going to extend it just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And that's an easy way to extend your fields, which is really, really neat. And we'll do that here momentarily. But drop that straight across. Boom, done. And I think this is the last one right here. And then we've got the outline for our big, massive grass field. Again, all it's going to be used for is grass. That's it. There you go. That's it, man. That's it. So now what we could do is we could try to find steering. Oh, of course. It's like, I don't know where that field is, dude. maybe we babysit it just a little bit and see. What about now? Nope. Tell you what, it really does not want to let me do anything. So I think the game plan here is going to be to follow along these edges. Try to baby it just a little bit. I think if I turn off create fields, yeah, it's gonna have a hard time through here. So I am gonna have to enable create fields, but we're gonna have to go super duper slow, and then we'll come around the outside. I was not expecting to have to do this constantly, but I guess you do have to plow stuff up if you're gonna be doing it, ain't you? So again, if you're gonna be doing this, you actually have to do this. There's no GPS. It ain't gonna help you. Can't hire a worker to go straight across. You have to do this all yourself. It's fine. It is looking good too, so we're doing all right there. But again, you will have to make sure that you've got create fields turned on. Otherwise, this is just gonna be a wreck. And good news, we've got a field guess. All we have to do is wait for it. It takes it a sec. Oh, I think I crashed. Hey, there it is. All right. So it knows where some of the stuff is. We just got to finish plowing up all the areas in between, and we'll be good. So let's do that real fast. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried to smooth out this land over here so that I could do this, and I can't explain that at all. What is going on? Well, I guess that's what I get. With one field already done now, and you can see this is our GPS lines for it, it looks pretty good. It's fairly straight on. It's not up and down as much as I would want it to be, but it works, and that's, 20% of it. So there's that. I did mention that I wanted to show you guys how I normally go around and hit like the outside of a field, and I wanted to do that now because I will take this, set that up, and you can see we've got just a little bit of an overlap at the very edge. And so I will take that, boop, and go to there. And oh, I never activated the GPS. Crap. Let's bring that back down, and it will extend the field out just a hair, but it kind of helps to straighten things up. So if you've got a tool that you use for creating fields and that kind of thing, this is where I would definitely use it. Do be careful around placeables and things like that. However, it's not too bad. Look at that. It creates just a little bitty bit on the outside, but it's enough to make a little bit of difference. And I think that works really well. I like doing things that way. Plus, yes, it follows along the GPS line of the field, but it smooths it out in a way that it's not man-made. It's, well, machine-made, I guess, in a way. It's the AI making the field. And so if you can make that outside def for the field, you're good to go. I love that. By def, I mean definition. So the field definition around towards the outside, it follows along. And around towards here, I think this should do it for us. Yep. So there we go. Swings in. Hopefully we get rid of that bush. There we go. Getting close to the road there, but not too bad. And all the way around. Perfect. All right. So if we can show what we're looking at here, that's what we're looking at right now. And once we get it all done, and as we go along, it's looking pretty good. Hopefully it gets rid of that bush. Nice. I am going to have to remove that tree. There's no way it could stay there. But this is another area through here where I created, or at least back there I created. But even here, where it was already part of the base map, got to go through. That's why a few episodes ago, I had to go in and paint different things and do this before I changed the field up, because I changed the fields pretty significantly. I mean, I know just a little spot around the edge is, one thing, but really do make a difference. And especially up here by the road, going straight across through here really allows for an absolutely perfect line that workers love to use. And that's why I do it this way. So, to recap, once you do your whole field, once you go around it, just go around it one more time. Just follow the outside edge. Have field creation turned on your tool. Don't use articulated tractors for this job. It's not going to work the way you think it's going to work. I avoid articulated tractors as often as I can for field work like this. After all that time, finally we are back right over where we started, with an absolutely perfect field. Can't wait to use this. It's going to be so much fun. So that's the first half of the first of one job that we need to do done. The next one is going to be this field right here. I'm not sure, man, how in the world I'm going to do this. I'm almost tempted to make these two different fields because I hate this inner right angle there. Workers don't like to do it. I think that it's really difficult. It stinks to try to use that way. So I think I might just make these two separate fields. And I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So what I do want to do, though, is go from this field and create straight up the edge. So we'll come here. There we go. Oh, no, we need to start that at the other end. Hang on. We'll end up going around the entire thing anyway here in a second, but I want to do this here. So we'll drop that and should get an extra little bit of plow right on the edge. Not too gone crazy, but good enough. Also, yeah, I'm really happy that I did not extend that. I think turning these into their own independent fields, I think that's the way to go. So here, as long as we don't turn, we should end up exactly where I want to end up. So there's no GPS, there's nothing on right now. However, it does send you in an absolutely perfect trajectory. And as long as there's no stick drift on my Xbox controller, hey, I think we're good. And moved it over. That looks straight to me. Perfect. Now it's come through. We'll join the fields together. We got to fertilize after that, and then seed, and then we're all done with these fields up here. All I want to do is make sure they're grass. They're always grass, and grass they will be. And that's good. Oh yeah, we need to put a production down too. You'll see what I mean. And a little 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah. Didn't count that around right, but we're good. All done there. Now, need to fertilize. Now, I got a pretty cool fertilizer, and don't worry, yes, I will get the case off of the John Deere planter. I know that you guys are going to flip out about that. Don't worry, I got you. So what we've got is a mod that allows us to double fertilize. So, activate normal application rate and activate doubled activation rate. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. Up here, most of these fields don't need it. As a matter of fact, we could come around with a single application rate and hit pretty much everything, with the exception of 38. So that is what we're going to do. Let's just start up here in the corner, I guess. Steering assist. This is a 42-meter spreader. I assume in a future update this is going to be fixed, but in the meantime, you do have to automatically put that. And we will rock and roll. So, activate normal application rate. Sweet. So one field is done way down here. I do have a couple spots that I need to hit. I didn't have double application rate turned on for some of the spots that I hadn't hit yet. And so I turned that on. Turns out it doesn't use twice as much. It just gets things done a little bit better. And that's cool, man. That's all right. Down here, we're going to have to do the same thing, at least around the middle. But I just wanted to go ahead and get these fully fertilized, done, and done. So, a little bit more work to do, but I'm going to hit all of these and we'll be all right. I'm still kind of on the brink about combining these fields, but I think I've done a good job by splitting these up. That, or we could cut off the top right here and make this just one big elongated field. I still don't really know what I want to do. I think the best thing to do, though, is to wait. We've got big squared fields, we're all right, and then one big field that's super worker friendly. So no matter what we do, we're still going to be fine. So I think the big thing there is wait till next year in the game, see what happens, and go from there. Sweet! All right, so now that all of that is done, we've got almost fully fertilized fields up here. Now we can finally put some grass in. We've also got a good amount of money, too, because that's very important, because we are going to have to hire some tractors. Hire some tractors? Buy some tractors. We're going to have to buy some tractors to put up here. This is a long way for tractors to go. And some of these tractors I've got basically for one job. And now the John Deere and the Case, those are really good for big jobs. The smaller John Deere down there, that's really good for smaller to medium-sized jobs, like carrying around bales, stuff like that. But it's also super great for loading wagons. It's also really good for windrows, stuff like that. So I need to be cautiously careful, optimistic, and excited as to how I'm gonna do everything. I don't think any of those words are right. Nonetheless, we're gonna put some grass in the ground. Yeah, so we need some extra tractors up here. I did go through the used section. There's a couple things that might work, like there's a Valtra. I think that's pretty cool, but I haven't used that. Also the Case Magnum, which I don't think is out yet at the time of recording this video. There's a couple other stuff. Also, for everybody asking me how I've got so many used pieces of equipment in there, I've got a mod, it's a modified version of the FS22 mod. I wanted to utilize that, but it's not public or anything like that. However, once that mod is out from the original modder, well then, don't worry, I'll be sharing it all around. We do need to make sure that the seeder gets all the way over to the edge, but I think we're going to be good. It's going to take a little while to do. Oh yeah, I forgot about rolling. I guess we need to get a roller up here too, don't we? One pass around is done, and we have started on pass number 2. This is working really, really well. I should have done this, 10, 15 episodes ago whenever I thought about doing this. I really should have done that then. But, you know, it works. We're fine. Everybody's fine. It's cool. I'll just think about it. All right. Let's knock out the rest of this, and hopefully we can hire up a worker to finish the rest of this for us. Now I've got the worker hired up. They will hopefully go back all the way and hit this. Yeah, there we go. It does have a bit of a weird setup, though. At the top right-hand corner, it goes down from there. It kind of like goes down like a flag. You can kind of see here where it's going to go off to the left-hand side, and it's going to go all the way down to the bottom. I would have just driven back and forth, up and down, but I guess this is faster. Oh well, it's a good thing I'm not a real farmer, because I don't know, I'd probably do a terrible job. Let's go around, let's see if we can find some pieces of equipment to take back home with us. This can go. I think one of the things I'm going to do is go ahead and set a destination for this one. Right about here's normally where I pick. First one we can go is here. There we go. And we'll grab this guy and maybe get him out of the way, because that case is going to be in my way. So there's one thing that I need to do, and I haven't really thought about this. We need to put fertilizer down. Some of these fields, though they may not be... Oh, that's going to be a jump. Oh, no! Well, it worked. Whatever. Though they've got grass in them now, none of these fields are going to be grass fields whenever we come back. So, I say come back, in the next year. All of them, they're going to be plowed up, this and that, and yada, yada, yada. There's going to be no mowing happening over here. Even on this field right here. This is going to be all about running grain and that kind of thing. So, we need to hit this stuff and fertilize it, because it ain't fertilized. So we need to do that. Shouldn't take long. Check out who it is. They made it down here. Now we've finally been able to finish all of that. We do not need diesel there. We need solid fertilizer. I just want to fill that back up real quick. Let's go around. Looks like the cedar is done, and it is. A couple more fields to knock out, and for those fields, I am just going to set it up on a worker. So let's go in AI worker. We will say, yes, please work the headlands, but we don't have to do anything wild and crazy. And that should be about it. We'll bring it in here, and then hire worker, and they'll go do their thing. Now let's go around and see what else we've got. We need to put this away. No, actually, we don't need to put this away. We need to plow up a field, or at least parts of a field. Oh, some grass on the ground. Look at that. I have got some areas over here that are, well, let's just say problematic. Yeah, you can tell. So what I want to do is I actually want to, like, plow the field. Allow create fields. Okay, no, we're good. I just want to, I don't know if it's just plow the field or plow up some areas on the field. I think maybe plow up some areas on the field, although I do have plowing turned off. So I don't really know what to do here. This is kind of pointless, but there are some areas that are just super annoying. So if we can at least take care of those, I think we'll be good. I think that was it. Yeah, there's a couple areas, but in the yellow here, that's just where the mower missed. I think that's it, man. I think we're good. Yo, you want to see something cool? Check this out. See, it's nice and bright down here. This is the top of the map right now. No sun, nothing. It looks pretty rough, man. Over here, beautiful, sun's out. Down here, oh, I don't know, sun's kind of coming out. I forgot something. This guy, my semi truck with all of this stuff in the back. There's so many. Also, one of them fell. I don't know what happened. What I do know is that with universal auto load, I should be able to just boop, 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 load up all of these without any problems whatsoever, as you can see. Bam! That was so easy. 40,000 liters! And that's it! That is everybody! But that's not everywhere. There's also bread up here. Probably, I haven't looked. I'm just assuming. It's been like half a year since I got the bread, so we gotta go check that out. Also, probably wouldn't hurt to drop off some of this flour for the bread making. Take a look at that. Taking a look at it, and it could easily take another 40,000 liters. And we've got bread. Let's see, 40? Yeah, 40. Looks like we got milk ready to go, so we're gonna have to get that. Speaking of milk, we've actually got an overflow of milk currently, and I don't really know how I'm gonna handle that. We've got a bunch of raw milk. I don't know any other way to put that. It's just a bunch of raw milk, man. So this delivery, which is a daily delivery, which I've just totally forgotten about, boom, there you go. Now we have 102,000 liters in there. Perfection. But we need to back this thing up because I got all of that bread right there ready to go. I think I swung it I swung it a little bit too wide there. Don't be afraid to pull forward and back it up just a little bit. Do your thing. All right. See if we can load up everything. Will it reach? It reaches. We have 11,000 liters of bread here, and I have no idea how much milk this is going to be, but I do know that over here, yikes, that was a big jump. Over here, I've got 65,000 liters of milk in there. Plus here, we've got another 90,000 liters of milk. It looks like there's going to be 8 more pallets. There we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, there's no more milk in there. So now we are up to 11,000 liters of bread, 10 milk, and that means we can go sell this stuff. Now, because we've got so much extra stuff, I don't think I'm going to be able to make this turn. Hey, I made it! Because we have so much extra stuff, and let's be fair, some of it's a little bit unfair to the normal play style. I do force myself to take it to the same place over here at the farm. So it's either my farm shop or the other one. I totally forgot I had one on the other farm. Why did I bring it over here? I guess because I would have had to back in over there. I'm good. We'll bring it over here. This will be simple. This should give us a little bit of money. It's not going to be a whole lot, but it'll be what it is. Bring it here and drop it. Wow, that stopped on a dime, didn't it? Sure did. There we go. 83. Wow, $83,000. Pretty good. So with that being said, I need a liquid tanker. I need to get a hold of something from like Omatana's Tortoise Pack. Yeah, this guy right here. Boom. Let's go with the XL capacity as per usual. And let's see. What kind of wheels do we want to go for? Chrome? I like chrome. Gray's okay. You know, I kind of dig that blue, maybe black. Oh, black's the way to go. And you know what? I'm buying something else to go along with it, and I matched the blues. They look great. It also needs to be. It's used. I do want to double check. So the hitches are exactly the same. There's no reason that this shouldn't work. Thank goodness. Oy, oy, oy. I was a little bit worried about that. I've seen a lot of horror stories of people talking about the hitches not working correctly. Also, I installed the auto load on here too, so we have that. That's pretty sweet. Let's hit this because this definitely needs to be repaired. Repainting is going to cost a fortune, so we won't worry about that. We'll wait until we get like a couple $1 million, and then we'll go in and we'll start messing with stuff. Hey, we got ourselves a truck. It's only taken a little bit of time. Oh, and if you're here from the last episode, we're still rolling. We're still going, man. There he is. He's trying his hardest, and I'm proud of him. You go, Glen Coco. You go, buddy. Let's come through here. We got milk. Actually, we could probably leave the milk. I think it's the slurry that we really... Oh, this won't handle slurry, will it? Yeah, nah. Nope. Well, I guess we can still move some milk. Here we go. Fill that up. Nope. Nothing? Do I need to... Oh. Open side panel. Is that what I needed to do? No? I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Okay, well, let's just say that I don't actually know what I'm doing with this right now. So, we're just going to park it up. I just spent money for no reason, but whatever. We've got the money. If that's going to be the case, at least let's go through here. We've got a bunch of silage that's been made. 77,000 liters. And this is going to be pure money. I do need to move the silage from here to the sell point daily. It's actually going to probably need to be more than daily. It needs to be a few times a day. However, all of that's going to give us money, money, money every single time. And I wish that was on Mod Hub. I have been speaking with Cavalier Roy, and they have mentioned to me that they've gotten their production all fixed up, ready to go. So that is a very, very, very good thing. There we go. 28,000 bucks. Not bad. Not a bunch of money, but more than it was. Well, let's do something that I do know how to do, and that's collect manure from the manure corral. I love this thing so much. I've had a blast with it. Let's go ahead and double check on our cows as well. There's stuff that needs to be done. Let's see. Food is good. Straw's fine. Milk is up there. Slurry is... It says 117,000 liters. It is 117,000 liters. That's a lot. There is a little bit of poo left on the side, but it gives it character, so we'll leave that there. What does 50,000 liters of manure get us? About 5,800 bucks. That's more than zero. So I decided, since the roller was taking forever, come up here, do it myself. So it is now done. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We can get this set all the way back, and grass will grow. This was the last thing that I needed to do today in game, and now that this is finished, guess what? We get to fast forward another day. Yeah! Before we do that, I gotta show you this. So I've been doing this every time I come in here. Hit the jump, and then slam on the brakes. Now, sometimes it does a nose thing where it goes... Didn't this time. Next time. Welcome to December. It's snowing a little bit. As you can see, there's a little bit of flurry here and there. But let's go around and take a look and see what we've got. Our grass should be completely flat. It is. And our grass up here should be there as well. Visit? Pretty much the same. Kind of. It's a harvested versus first growth stage kind of thing. But it's growing. It's not going to grow any more than that, at least until the spring, but it's good. Yeah, such big grass fields. I love it. Let's head back down here because I want to monitor and double check our production. So it looks like we've got, let's see, 2 cartons here, and we have another 7 ready to go. Milk should be about the same. Nope, 103,000 liters in there now, which has not been sent over. And we got 179,000 liters of slurry over there. We really got to do something about that. 42,000 liters of manure here. We got 31 things of flour plus another 7. And the bakery's got 6 things of bread for us. So plenty to do, plenty to be sold. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, and one more thing. 328,000 liters of silage overnight. That's too much. The universal autoload stuff has got to be some of my favorite mods to use because it just boop, 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 just works. Look at that. Look at that. Da, 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 da. Bam. Ha-ha. 38,000 liters ready to go. This is going to be a lot of like daily running back and forth and running errands and stuff like that. A lot of this is going to stink. A lot of this is going to stink. I do want to check real quick. Bread. All right. This is not a sale day. Use 20. Well, not 20. Like 10,000 liters of flour overnight. So we're going to sell this flour. Actually, everything's going to be sold. This is going to be sold. Milk's going to be sold. And, kind of brain fart, bread's going to be sold. Oh, and silage too, yeah. All right, let's see if we can get in here and make this turn as I normally do. Boop, just like so. Bam, bam. And again, I get out of here without hitting anything. Man, I'm getting good at this. Made sure not to spin this wide this time around. Yeah, stop. There we go. Did it not grab that last one? There we go, got it. Hey. Okay, so 6,000 bread, 9,000 milk, and 38,000 flour. That's a pretty good sell day. And our sell price is $149,000. Good money. Good money. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's keep this moving along. Let's go ahead and grab our manure here and sell that. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and take this trailer over for some silage because it is going to take a hot minute to get all that out. Honestly, I may have bit off a little bit more than I can chew when it comes to making silage and stuff. There we go, 320,000 liters. Goodness, that manure should be done. We'll spin around to that. Oh, it's like one over from it. My bad. 50,000 liters on the dot. That seems a little bit suspicious, doesn't it? We'll drop that off. So some of this stuff I could easily automate, and I probably should automate some of it just to make life a little bit easier on myself. I've refused to do that up to this point. Well, I say I refused. There's been a couple moments when I actually had it set up to do those things. But I don't know, we just weren't making as much money as I felt like we could. Plus we get to like move pallets around and stuff. I think that's pretty fun. So I don't know. It's just kind of been a fun thing to do. All right, what do we get? 260,000 liters of silage, and that makes us $94,000. Pretty good money, yeah. And one of the things is, with this little setup right here, yes, it does look awesome. Yes, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun down here. However, we are gonna have to build a new one up at the grass area because again, the whole point about the grass is to, 69,000, nice. The whole point about the grass is to make silage, and the whole point about the silage is to sell it. We're not keeping any of it, we're just selling it because I make more money if I sell the silage and then buy TMR. I make more money, almost. Actually, you know what? I think we've made enough money where the cows deserve a good food day. 25 grand just from that little bit that was left. I'll take that, man. Last thing today, let's go over here. Let's fill this whole thing up with TMR and feed it to our cows. They are going to love it. I have sacrificed to being a millionaire for $38,000 for a full thing in TMR. We knew eventually this time would come, and we have $999,797 dollars, baby, yeah. Oh yeah, one other thing. I never checked to see all of the used vehicles. Anything good in here? I guess I should probably not try to buy TMR and drive. Oh yeah, forgot. I put a multi-filling station over here too. Totally forgot about that. Let's see. Do we have anything good in here? Ooh, Deutz Far 6. That's not bad. 183 horsepower. Got a nice Claas Axion. That's pretty good. A couple Merlots. A Buffel. I don't know. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. Some pretty decent stuff. I think maybe grabbing a Merlot might be fun, but man, I tell you what, that Claas right there, that is extremely tempting. I realized I do need to give them a little bit of straw. It's not that they're like running real low on it or anything, but it'd just be nice to have enough in there. There you go. See? just enough. After buying the area and the land and all that good stuff at the top right-hand corner of the map, it puts me here now, and I'm not happy about that. So we're going to delete everything on this farm and rebuild. If you didn't know, you can actually delete a lot of stuff off of this farm. For example, there you go. With the house goes all the rest of the stuff. Which kind of makes things nice and easy. Also, over here, I've already got the collections and stuff. What do you got? The collectibles. Yeah. Although I like this, I just don't think that it's right for us anymore. So we're going to delete that. And also, I just don't want that there. It's also tied to some of the other decorations. And I think that's about everything that you can delete. Possibly. Maybe. Maybe kinda. I was about to say, I could have swore you could like tap other stuff too. You can select these, but you can't do anything about it. Even though they're on the land that you own. Got it. Unfortunately, we have these power lines to deal with, but we can also use these to our benefit in some way, shape, or form. So let's just back away slowly into the field. Let's go select some houses and see what we got. So what if we put our house like right here? We could also put it over here, but I think over there is going to be really good for like placeables, things like that, sheds, that kind of thing. I think one of these houses would be good over here. Maybe we just put it right where the old house used to be. Oh, we can even utilize some of these areas that have already been painted. Oh man, yeah, like right there. That's it. Boom, baby. We got our house. By the way, did you know this is technically my old house? I used to live here. For real, in real life. Omatana used the house that I used to live in Boone, North Carolina, and she put it in Farming Simulator. And yes, I do realize that I chose the version without the setup for the garage. Did that on purpose. I would love to use this again. It's been so long, I feel anyway, since we were able to use this, especially over on the main farm, because we replaced it fairly early on. So why don't we try to put that over there and kind of rekindle some of that missing fun that we had with having that. I do want to move this manure over there. That'll be a good spot. I mean, we've got this massive, massive area right here. Ooh, solar panels. We could. Usually takes a little while to make up the money from that, but yeah, I think I'm all right. Let's put it about right here. Let's try to get everything kind of lined up. And I do want to line up those 3 lines on the other side with those 3 doors. Just about like that. Oh, man. I could have easily put in one of the bigger buildings here. No! To be fair, I've only got a couple buildings installed. Let's go install some other ones and see what we find that we like. How's about we jump on this from Icus, the old wooden barn. Let's get that. And I'll be honest, there's nothing else that's really standing out to me and jumping out. Maybe the old sheds or the finish sheds. However, I just don't know if these are going to be what I want for this build. But I know I need one more shed at least, so let's put down that one. I think about right here, right where that little road just comes in, just like right there. I don't know if that was the best place for it or not. But it looks pretty good. It seemed like there was really nothing going on right there. Oh no. I could fix it. Not exactly what I had in mind when I put that down. Now, this actually might work a little bit. What I tried to do was bring everything up there up, and then I'm trying to bring everything kind of back down to it. Also, there is some kind of bird that is freaking me out right now. So we go to about there, and then we go to kind of smooth this out right up to it so that it's kind of like a drive up and in kind of thing. I don't know, this might work. And then once we've got all that, a slight adjustment right beside it, which will actually bring everything kind of up to it. There's a bird again. It's so creepy. And then smooth out just a tad around there, which should kind of mellow it out. I don't know. That seems about right. Now let's put the grass back in. I hid myself back in the woods because I didn't want to deal with it. Let's come over here and let's open these up to see what's around towards the inside. I think this is going to be really good for like a smaller tractor or little tools, something like that. I dig it. We do need to do the rest of the inside though, and I'm not really sure what to do with this. Maybe a forest ground setup? Forest ground doesn't look terrible. I think a dirt or animal mud setup's going to be better though. Yeah, something like that works. And then let's come up here change to the same width that would be, and then just go straight in like that, and then maybe one right there too. Just a little bit more. There we go. See? Not bad. And it kind of looks like it's supposed to be like that. Perfect. I do feel like a couple more trees need to be added in here, so we'll go through there and find some good ones. I will say this much. It's just something's missing from here. I gotta figure it out. Oh yeah, I forgot. Gotta put down a factory. I guess that's what's going here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we've got that, and then now we could go through and paint a little road around it. There we go. What I tried to do was go back and forth between the small grass and the large grass, a little bit of green around it, just something. I do know that right smack dab right here, we need a tree. I don't know which one, maybe the biggest one. Bam, that'll do. Perfect. I think that looks great. Then maybe one more like right here. Ooh, no, because that'll get in the way of all that stuff over there. All right, for now, let's leave it. Maybe fence? No, we won't worry about a fence, because every time I put a fence down, I end up just destroying whatever's going on. Might do a fence, though. You know, looking at this, we could probably use that white fencing. Yeah, where's fences? I forgot. Oh yeah, fences have a whole little area all to themselves, don't they? All right, where's the white picket fence? Yeah, right here. And I'm just gonna put a small little bit, just kind of right into the inside. Area is restricted. What? Then don't let me put a pole down. What are you talking about? The whole area is restricted? Oh no, just until you get to like right here. Goodness gracious. All right, you know what? Fine. I didn't want to do one anyway. I don't know where to put this. I'm just going to drop it outside there. There we go. Let's go in here and figure out which way is which. Aha. The stairs are this way. By the way, did you know there were stairs in the barn? Yes, there are. I don't think that opens anything. But you could run through here. Got stuff. On the base farm, there's a bunch of straw and that kind of thing up here. Well, you can put it up here if you want, but yeah, I'm not going to mess with any of that. Let's see. Can we jump down? We can, can't we? Yay! Ha-ha! Party, baby. All right, well, now that we've got that done, there are a few other things that I need to do, or at least things that would be nice. I'm going to have to find myself a normal tractor. This will do. It just mirrors the FOV on this tractor not look like it's supposed to. I don't know. I know that's 25. This does not seem like 60, but whatever. So what I've done is I have taken one of the trailer mods, one of the tanker trailer mods on Mod Hub. I have added slurry and digestate to it because, well, I wanted to. And trailer must be straight to the line. There we go. And this way, I'm able to transport things. I had a trailer exactly like this in Farm Sim 22 and one very similar in 19. I loved them, and I didn't want to get rid of them. Of course, we had a new game came out, so now I've got my trailers back. Now, those were 200? No, I think it was 250, 500, and 1 million liter capacities. I think one of them was a 10 million liter capacity, but that was probably Farm Sim 19 when I went a little bit overboard. These are just regular tankers. They're 100,000 liters each, so at least it allows you to kind of do things a little bit quicker, but not too, like, insane. And we're going to take care of a few things. One of the... Evidently, I'm taking care of me. Oh, boy. What a place to get stuck around that pole, huh? Good. This would happen, wouldn't it? Yep. Oh, it's worse than the Austin Powers movie. There we go. All right. That was rough. Let's come in here. What I want to do is I want to get this slurry out of here. We should just be able to drive right over it. Click a button. Slurry. There it is. And we want to fill this up. Okay. One of them is full. Now let's bring around the next one, which I have not been able to get in the trigger. Crap. Don't tell anybody I did this. There we go. Hey, it worked. Here's the thing. We had 184,000 liters of slurry over here. We're getting close to 100,000 liters of milk, if we're not already over. And by the way, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it just continues to knock out milk. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how it happened, but because it's close-ish to everything, it's almost like it just wants to keep cheating. And I don't know how it does that. Anyway, we are going to be selling this slurry. We're not taking it to the BGA or anything. However, we are going to bring it around towards here. I should be able to get a nice little double dump out of these. Hey, there it is. Yeah. Money's almost going to be non-existent from this. If I make more than like 10 grand, I will be impressed. There we go. Oh, 20,000. Oh, paint me impressed. I've also, through the winter, gone into the productions that we have, and I have set these to selling directly. So we're not going to have to worry about that anymore. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to do. You see, recently there's been a new production chain came out that's kind of like changing the way that things go. It's also got a sell point with it that'll sell basically anything and everything. And I wanted to put one of these down. I didn't want to make it too close to anything that we've got down here, but I did want to put it somewhere. I just don't know where. I want to be careful putting things too close to silos because I have run into problems with that for whatever reason. They all want to hang out with each other, which is why my silage production has to be all the way over here. What if we put this like right here? It's far enough away from everything, but it's like a little thing right over here by the shed that we have. I'm not going to use this for anything else, so it may as well be here. Actually, let's put it on the other side. Yeah, right here. No. Like this? I don't know which way I want to do it. Crap. No. I got it. We'll put it facing out like this, just like that. Bam. And then on the other side, we'll put the sell point for it. So we go to our sell points, we grab the sell point that came with that, which is like a little farm shop. Ain't nothing big crazy, nothing out there wild and stuff. Just a little bit right there. Right here? About right here. I know it's got that little lamp, but I can't do anything with that little lamp. So we'll just put it about right there. That'll do. You know what? Where's a lamp? I'll put a little lamp beside it so it feels better. Here you go, bud. There it is. I always forget to put lights down. It's like the one thing I never do. So now that we've sold our slurry, now we need to figure out what to do with this milk over here. Let's see. I am not enough in the trigger. Crap. We're going to have to readjust the trigger. Hang on. This is easy to do. Filling area, take that. And then I believe it is silos. Should be here. There it is. And we just put it, boom, right beside. We can even do the same thing over here too. Delete that filling area and then put a new trigger just right in front of it. There. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So now we can just pull forward and we can see that we have 106,000 liters of milk. Why? I don't know why. I've never put milk in this and it's got 85,000 liters in it. So what do I know, right? Let's fill up a little bit, about 15,000-ish liters, and we're just going to bring it over here to dump it because it's not moving fast enough. Oh, come on, get unstuck. But past this, I'm not going to do anything as far as, yay! I'm not going to do anything with anything else. I think it's fine. Let's dump the milk there. There you go. It's happy. Man, this FOV is really messing with me. It's not the same with anything else. But it is here. Oh, it looks weird. Hypothetically, because this is a silo, I should be able to dump this back in here. And if I can, I'm good. I can't. I am not good. Well, let's just sell the milk. We keep having so much milk, I don't know what to do with it. I can't sell milk here. Wait, is it in the back trailer? It's in the back trailer. Oh, well, that was easy. Wait, no. I don't know, man. It's not going back in. It's what I get for having so many triggers beside each other. There. 6 grand and we're happy. All right, so I got an idea real quick. So the El Duet 7300, the mowers that we've been using, they require 180 horsepower. In my used stuff, I have not one, but like 2 of these vouchers. Oh, the other one's down. I got 2 of these vouchers. They're exactly the same. So what if I bought 2 vouchers that are exactly the same, maybe chrome ones or some fun color, and we put them on the mowers with a big front weight on it. These should have the reverse steering, I think. Yep, reverse steering or reverse driving. So I should be able to run these the way they're supposed to be. We'll put some duals on it and just have some fun. I think that's going to be the way to go. We got the money for it. Why not? Let's party, baby. But I think you're gonna have to come and see me in the next one for that. That is it for series number 5 right here on Riverbend Springs. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe. Join the GoHam fam. Do the notification dance. That way when I go, you go, and everybody's happy. We are going to have a lot more fun in series number 6. Coming up in 61, we're going to be buying those tractors. We're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be getting into spring as well, which is where we're going to start doing some more farming. So you don't want to miss it. Get subscribed that way you don't miss that part. Otherwise, have an awesome day. I'll catch you in the next one.